Hello everybody, this is Angie at Cuckoo for Coupons, and this is my CVS haul for the week of December 1st through December 7th. So I ended up doing a few different transactions at CVS. I actually am a little behind on my CVS haul because I ran in there on Sunday to use my percent off, and I did do a couple of transactions on Sunday, but then I had to wait for my 10 off of 70, which I did receive on Monday, but then something happened on Monday and I wasn't able to go, so I didn't get to the store again until today, which is Tuesday. So I did part of my haul on Sunday and then part of it on Tuesday. So I'm going to go over all of my transactions with you. I'll show you what coupons I used, what CRTs I used, all of that good stuff. But before I do, I just want to say, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Please go ahead and leave a comment saying hello. I would love to say hello back to you. And if you enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't done so yet, whether you're new or you've been watching my videos for a while, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please go ahead and do it. It would really help me out. Also, don't forget, I will have a free printable breakdown below the video that you can just print out or take a photo of, whatever is easiest, and then you can take that to the store with you, and it's going to make your shopping much easier. All right, let's go ahead and get into the CVS haul. Okay, so this first transaction I did do on Sunday. So I grabbed one of these huge Purex bottles. They're not tagged here, but they are on sale for $9.99. And if you buy one, you get back a $4 extra buck. So I grabbed one of them at $9.99. I didn't have any coupons or anything, but I did get back the $4 extra buck, making them $5.99. But then I submitted my receipt to Ibotta for $2 cash back, making this big bottle just $3.99. Next up, I decided to grab some of the Hall's cough drops. So these are priced $3.39, but they're buy one, get one 50% off, and they're buy two, get back a $2 extra buck. So I grabbed two of them. The first one is $3.59, and the second one will ring up at $1.69. So together they total $5.08. I'm going to get back the $2 extra buck, making them $3.08. But then I'm going to take my receipt and submit it to Ibotta for $1 back on each of them for a total of $2 back, making both of them just $1.08 or only 54 cents each. Next up, I grabbed some of the Axe body spray. So these are priced $7.79 in my store, and they are buy one, get one 50% off, buy two, get back a $3 extra buck. So I grabbed two of them. The first one is going to be $7.79, and the second one will ring up at $3.89. So together they totaled $11.68. I still had this 6 off of 2 digital coupon that was about to expire, so I used that. That brought them down to $5.68 for both, but then I got my $3 extra buck back, making both of them $2.68 or just $1.34 each. Now, we do have this offer on Fetch Rewards where if you spend $10 on Axe products, you get back $2. But of course, at CVS, if you're using extra bucks or anything like that, it calculates the actual total that you spent. So I'm definitely not going to get to that $10 mark. In fact, it'll probably, after my extra bucks, just be some change. But I will still submit my receipt to Fetch Rewards. That way it tracks towards it. Of course, I submit all of my receipts to Fetch Rewards anyway, so yeah. So the last items I grabbed for this transaction were some of the CoverGirl cosmetics. So these CoverGirl eye enhancers are priced $5.59 in my store, and the CoverGirl cosmetics are buy two, get back a $5 extra buck. So I'm going to grab 2 of these at $5.59 each for a total of $11.18. I have the $3 off of any CoverGirl cosmetic instant CRT that we all should have received. And I also have this $2 off of one any CoverGirl face or eye product. So after those come off, I will be at $6.18 for both. I'll get back the $5 extra buck, making both of them $1.18 or just 59 cents each. And here's my receipt for these items. So everything rang up as it should. My 6 off of 2 digital for the Axe did come off. My $2 off of 1 digital for the CoverGirl. My $3 instant CRT for the CoverGirl. And then I just rolled some extra bucks. So I rolled $23 in extra bucks. I also had a 20% off that I used. And then my 2% back. But of course, I never count that as rewards earned, so I do not count it as rewards spent. So my subtotal was $3.53. So that is what I paid out of pocket. But I have to add the $23 in extra bucks that I used back to that. So I technically paid $26.53. But then I got back $14 in extra bucks. I got $4 for buying the Purex, $3 for buying the 2 Axe body sprays, $2 for buying the 2 hauls, and then $5 for buying the 2 CoverGirl. And then I took my receipt and I submitted it to Ibotta for $4 cash back. So in the end, I got all 7 of these items for $8.53, which actually is not a bad deal because that includes that huge bottle of Purex that is $3.99. And on top of that, I did do 3 other transactions. And when I add all of the transactions together, I only pay $3.60 for all of it. And that is because one of my transactions that I'll show you a little bit later in the video ends up being a pretty big moneymaker. And another one ends up being just some change. So altogether, all 4 transactions end up being $3.60. So it all works itself out in the end. My second transaction, I'm not even going to bother to show you because all I did was grab another of the Purex and put it on my other account because they had some in stock, so I wanted to make sure I grabbed it on Sunday. So I just did it the exact same way I did the first Purex. I grabbed it on sale at $9.99. I got back a $4 extra buck. And then the second time I did submit to my son's Ibotta account for $2 cash back. So in the end, my second transaction for just that Purex ended up being a cost of $3.99. Okay, so everything else that I did on Tuesday. So I did receive this 10 off of 70 spend threshold CRT. So I am going to use that on this first transaction. So let me show you what I grabbed. So first up, I decided to grab some of this Scope mouthwash that is on sale for $4.99. But it is also buy one, get back a $3 extra buck. But what is great about it is this deal is a limit of 2 per household per week. And my store just happens to have 2 of them. So I am going to grab both of them at $4.99 each for a total of $9.98 for both. I do have this $1 off of 1 Crest Scope digital coupon. And I have this 4 off of 2 oral care coupon. Those will both come off, bringing them down to $4.98 for both. But then I'm going to get $3 in extra bucks back for each of them because it was a limit of 2. So I'll actually get a $6 extra buck back, making both of them free plus a $1.02 moneymaker. Next up, I decided to grab some of this Gold Bond Healing Foot Cream. So these are priced $8.49 in my store, but they are buy one, get one 40% off. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 of them. The first one is going to ring up at $8.49 and the second one will ring up at $5.10. So together they total $13.59. We received this $10 off of 2 high value digital coupon for the Gold Bond. So I'm going to use that. That will bring them both down to $3.59 or just $1.79 each. Next up, I'm going to grab 2 of these Afrin Vapor Burst inhalers that are priced $11.99. But they are buy one, get one 50% off. So grabbing 2 of them, the first one is going to be $11.99. The second one is going to ring up at $5.99. So together they total $17.98. I have a $3 off of 1 digital coupon. So I'll use that. That will bring them both down to $14.98. But then I'll submit my receipt to checkout 51 for $3 back on the second one. So that will make them $11.98 for both. But then I'll submit my receipt to My Points for 2,040 points, which is the equivalent of $12.24, making both of them free plus a 26-cent moneymaker. Next up, I'm going to do the Halls deal again. This time I'm going to grab a different flavor though. So I'm going to grab 2 of these. They're priced $3.39, but they're buy one, get one 50% off. And they are buy 2, get back a $2 extra buck. So I'm going to grab 2 of them. The first one is going to be $3.39, and the second one will be $1.69, and together they will total $5.08. I'll get that $2 extra buck back, making them $3.08, and then I'll submit to Ibotta for $1 back on each of them for a total of $2 back, making them both $1.08, or just 54 cents each. Next up, I am going to grab one of these holiday gift sets. So this is the X plus Y equals Beauty Holiday Glamour Set. It's just some of the brushes. And they do have lots of these that you can choose from, but this is the one that I decided to grab. So these are priced $9.99, but they are buy one, get back a $7 extra buck. So I am going to grab this one at $9.99, but I'll get that $7 extra buck back, making it just $2.99. I'm also going to do the CoverGirl deal again. So the CoverGirl cosmetics are buy 2, get back a $5 extra buck. So I'm going to grab 2 of these CoverGirl Eye Enhancer eyeshadows that are priced $5.59 in my store. So together they total $11.18. I have this $3 off of any CoverGirl Instant CRT, and I have the $2 off of 1 CoverGirl face or eye product digital coupon. So those will bring them down to $6.18 for both, but then I'll get back that $5 extra buck, making them both $1.18 or just 59 cents each. And then I still needed to get to that $70 mark, or at least 98% of it, and I wasn't there yet, so I decided to add just one more item, and I grabbed these slant tweezers that were supposed to be priced $1.99 according to the tag. They did not ring up at $1.99, and I did not realize that, but what can you do? So they were supposed to be $1.99. So here is my receipt. So my $3 digital off of the Afrin Vapor Burst did come off. My $1 off of 1 for the Scope mouthwash. The 4 off of 2 for both of the Scopes. The $10 off of 2 for the Gold Bond. The $2 off of 1 for the CoverGirl. my 10 off of 70 did come off, and then my $3 instant CRT for the CoverGirl. I then rolled $25 in extra bucks, which is all that I had. So my subtotal ended up being $13.77. So that is what I paid. But of course, if you have more extra bucks, you can always use them. But if I take the $13.77 that I paid and I add the $25 in extra bucks that I used, I technically paid $38.77. But really, for me, I only paid $36.77 because one of my extra bucks was a $2 reward from the pharmacy, and that is free money for me. So I technically paid $36.77. But for the sake of this transaction, I am just going to go ahead and go with the $38.77. But then I got back $20 in extra bucks. I got a $6 extra buck for buying the 2 Scope mouthwashes. It was 3 for each one. And then I got the $7 extra buck for buying that holiday gift set, a $2 extra buck for buying the 2 hauls, and then a $5 extra buck for buying the 2 CoverGirl. I then submitted my receipt to Checkout 51 for $3 back on the second Afrin Vapor Burst. I also submitted my receipt to Ibotta where I got $2.64 back, and my 4% bonus is back on there, so that's where the 64 cents came from. And then I did submit my receipt to MyPoints for the 2,040 points back for the Afrin Vapor Burst, but it didn't pick it up. It kept telling me over and over that there were none on my receipt. I think I had to submit my receipt like 3 times, and then finally I had to do a contact customer service. But as of 7:20 p.m., I did get an email, and I did get my 2,040 points, which is the equivalent of $12.24. So, in the end, this entire transaction and all of these items ended up costing me just 89 cents. And I think that is an amazing deal for all of these items. And technically, because of that $2 extra buck, it was actually a freebie for me. But again, I don't want to confuse anybody, so we're going with 89 cents. And now for my final transaction. So first I decided to grab this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This is priced $26.99 in my store, but it is part of a deal where if you spend $25, you get back a $10 extra buck. So I've already met that requirement, so I should be getting back my $10 extra buck. I also have this 5 off of 20 Neutrogena or Aveeno facial skincare CRT that I'm going to use. And I have this 5 off of 1 digital coupon. So both of those will bring it down to $16.99, but I'll get back the $10 extra buck, making this just $6.99. But the deal is going to get better, so stay tuned. Next up, I'm going to grab some of the OGX shampoo and conditioner. So these are on sale for $6.99. But they're also buy 2, get back a $4 extra buck. Now, I am going to grab these 2, but if you can grab the big bottles, the ones that are like 17 something, those are also on sale for $6.99 and part of the same deal. My store, of course, was out of them because, of course, they were. But if you can find those, you're going to want to grab the big bottles because that's an even better deal, because it's a huge bottle. But I'm going to go with these because that's all my store had left. So each of these at $6.99 is going to total $13.98. I do have the $6 off of 2 digital coupon that will bring them down to $7.98 for both. But then I'll get back that $4 extra buck, making both of them $3.98. Or just $1.99 each. So now I have all 3 of these products, and before any coupons or anything, the 3 of them together total $40.97. So that means I can submit my receipt to this holiday Activate Rewards promotion for my 4th time. So typically you can only do this twice, but with this promotion, it is a limit of 4 times per household, and I've only done it 3 times. So I will be submitting my receipt to this promotion to get back a $20 gift card for spending the $40 on the select products. If you don't know anything about this, I will have it linked below my video in the description box. There are participating products, so if you're not grabbing the items that I grabbed, definitely read the list of participating products. There is a whole bunch of them on there. Just make sure you're grabbing from that list. And of course, make sure you read all the fine print as well. But this is such a great deal, so I will be submitting for my $20 Visa gift card. But let me show you the receipt for my transaction. Okay, so everything rang up as it should, except for the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Actually rang up at $26.49 instead of $26.99. So it was 50 cents cheaper, but thankfully that still left me at $40.47. So I could still submit my receipt to Activate Rewards. So that was that. My $6 off of 2 digital for the OGX came off. My 5 off of 1 digital for the Neutrogena. And then my 5 off of 20 Neutrogena CRT did come off. I rolled $20 in extra bucks, and my subtotal was $4.19, so that is what I paid. But if we add the $20 in extra bucks, I technically paid $24.19 for these 3 items. I then got back $14 in extra bucks. I got a $10 extra buck for spending $25 on the Neutrogena Hydro Boost and a $4 extra buck for buying the 2 OGX. And I've already submitted for the $20 Visa gift card for the Activate Rewards promotion. Of course, it takes 2 to 5 business days for them to approve your receipt. So I just did it today. I haven't heard back from them yet. But I got my other 3 without any issues, so I don't anticipate having any issues. So I should be getting back that $20 gift card. So in the end, I got all 3 products for free, plus a $9.81 moneymaker. And I will take it. And here is everything all together that I got in my CVS haul. The first transaction cost $8.53. The second cost $3.99. The third was only 89 cents. And then my final transaction was free, plus a $9.81 moneymaker. So for all of these items, and there were 23 items altogether, I paid just $3.60, which makes each item about 15 cents. And I think that is such an amazing deal, especially for these products. Now, I will be writing down $1.60 in my budget just because I had that $2 extra buck that was free money to me. But not everybody is going to have that free $2, so it would end up being $3.60. So I'm never quite sure whether I should do it one way or the other, so I'll just explain both. So there you go, $3.60 for all of these products. And that is everything that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would really help out my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and good luck couponing.